Okay. Okay, so once I've pulled that through, I'm just finger pressing. So I'm kind of finger pressing along here and along here. So don't press with the iron yet. And also on this edge, you just want to line them up next to each other and get them flat. And on this one too. Okay, once I get that done, I'm going to flip it around and see how it looks. And I hope it looks fantastic, so I don't have to do it again. And as I look at it, I think this is absolutely beautiful. So I'm ready to go ahead and baste that closed. Okay, so I'm just, before we press, we're going to baste those lips closed so that they don't pull out of shape. Okay, get that nice and flat. Often when you buy a jacket, the welt pockets are basted closed, and you can undo them. And some people never do that. They just leave them, but we won't do that. Okay, so when I do this, I don't want to really put a knot in here because I want to be able to get it out easy. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go over the same stitch twice in the same area, and that kind of anchors it, but at the same time it's still basting, so it's easy to get out. So I'm just going to do that, and then I'm just going to go down like a ½ inch and catch the edges, the folded edges again. Okay, and kind of pull it tight. I want you to notice too that, bless you, I want you to notice as well that, see how nice and flat the corners are, and that's because I was able to slash it and clip it all the way to the points where the stitching was, because if you don't do that, you end up with little puckers. Okay, so now I'm just gonna keep going here, make sure it stays flat and together as I go. Okay. The other thing is, when I'm doing this, I want to make sure that the lips are both sides are the same 1/4 inch, because if not, this is the time to fix it and go back and restitch over that basting where you stitch. But like I said, better to just go slower and be accurate than to have to go back and do it again. That takes more time than if you speed through. Okay. The other thing is, on the bound buttonholes, we often do those on the bias, but when we get to the welt pockets, we like to do those, the lip part here, on the straight grain to make it nice and to make it stronger so it doesn't lose its shape. The only time I would do this on the bias is if I had a special pattern that I wanted to highlight or something like that. Now you can also cord these. Before that last 2 rows of stitching that I did, I could have put cord through to make them a little bit stand out a little bit more, but I'm okay to not do that. Okay. Okay, almost finished. This is going to look so professional. And your PowerPoint spells everything out for you. Okay, now here I just want to make sure it's nice and smooth and flat right here. And right here at the end, I'm going to go around that twice so that it will stay until I'm ready to get it out. Okay, let's go ahead and clip that. All right, now we're ready to go ahead and press it a little bit.